gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Now can you hear me? It looks like you can. Alrighty, so we're ready to go racing here tonight. And it looks like we have a problem with our this one here. Some things. We're a little late here tonight. Had some things to go on, but we are live. We are ready to rock and roll here from Michigan International Speedway, along with the championship, or no, sorry, with the playoffs here going on right now for the Arca series within the Friggy Diggy Racing League. Oh, where is my SDK at, people? Why aren't you coming up like you're supposed to? Alright, so we're currently looking at, let's see if we can get this up here so we can see who in the world we got going on. And of course, you're not going to show me on the screen. Nah. We got Christopher Pugliese out there running his laps, and we'll get this up so we can see what's going on. And fortunately, it's not working on the stream as of yet, but we're going to fix that right away. Had a little bit of power outage right before the stream went live, so it knocked out all my settings. I'm just getting everything back on track here. As we're here with the Friggy Diggy Arca series here tonight. Points leader is Josh Cole. Right now, though, Mike Schaefer laying down a quick time of 40.249. Brett Bray with a they're in second with a 40.392 here in qualifying. Josh Cole with a 40.409 sitting in third place. And what we're looking for tonight is we're keeping an eye on the top 8 drivers to see who is in the top 8, I believe, if I'm not misunderstanding that. So your top 8 in points will move on to the next round, which I believe is. Oh, there we go. Is tonight's race. Starts the round of 8. So the 8 that are in the chase, it looks like, are going to be Josh Cole, Rick Schneider, Brendan Brody, Mike Schaefer, Joseph Thomas, Terry Fennell, Christopher Pugliese are going to be your 8 drivers here. Oh, and Christopher Pendle, I think, is going to round out. Yeah, Christopher Pendle will round out your round of 8 starting here tonight. Stage 1 is going to be about 20 laps, and at stage 2, that's going to be 45 laps.
Radio check, test 1, 2, radio check. The actual NASCAR radio check, test 1, 2, radio check, got it. Radio check, test 1, 2, radio check, got it.
So there's the 94 of Christopher Pendle. Again, one of the 8 drivers fighting for a championship spot as we go throughout the playoffs. At the 94 there, Christopher Pendle is out on track making his laps. Currently, we'll see what his lap time is as it comes across the stripe. Good enough for a second place right now with a 40.327. I'm going to put him in second place. Brendan Brody out there on track as well, laying down a 40.578. That's good enough for 5th place at the moment. Pendle, as you see down there on the bottom, he's pink through sector 1. Can he keep that speed up and that momentum up? He might give Schaefer a run for the money here tonight. Up there, coming off a 4, back to the stripe. Where is he going to lead here? He needs a 40.249. And looks like he's going to qualify with a 40.33 or 40.327. And unfortunately tonight I am unfit to be on camera as a lot of stuff going on this weekend, but we are still here whether or not you'll see me or not, but I think everybody here is kind of watching the ending of the actual NASCAR race. All right, we got 5 minutes left of qualifying. Looks like everybody's pretty much done, I believe. Now we got 10 cars here ready to take the grid. James Stephen. Uh, Sitting there in the 87. We got Waylon McConnell there in the 75. And Richard Odie there in the 78, still needing to qualify. There we see Richard Odie out on track now in that number 78 as he's coming out of the pits for his qualifying lap. Getting down and underway here as he comes out a pit road, working his way around to the backstretch. Up. Now in the backstretch he comes now. He's heading towards that corner number 3 and 4. Still on his out lap. That's why you're seeing down there on the bottom of the screen it says no time. And we're getting set to rock and roll as well as Waylon McConnell now coming out on track. Mike Schaefer, though, has the quick time for the night with a 40.249. And we're looking at the number 75 of Waylon McConnell as he's out there trying to put down a decent time. And down through corner 3 and 4. Oh, I'm sorry, down here through 1 and 2. Or no, that was 3 and 4. That was Waylon McConnell there in the number 75. He's going to lay down a lap good enough for third place. Sitting there with a 40.336. We'll see how he does coming through here the second round as Richard Odie coming through and currently sitting. Trying to make out what's going on here. Waylon McConnell with a quick sector 1. Waylon McConnell overtakes for the pole in that 75 machine with a 40.241. So he comes out over top of Schaefer. Odie is sitting there with a 42.036, so not quite the qualifying time I think Odie was looking for. And everybody else is sitting in the 42nd range. Minute left to go here in qualifying. We'll then get our grid underway here tonight for the Friggy Diggy Arca series brought to you here on the Flinker Farm Network on the pole here tonight. Alrighty, just confirming. Tonight's stages are at lap 20 and at lap 45 here for the Arca series. And where? Oh, they're up there still. Okay, so tonight's sponsors up there in the top right corner is Keep Digging and Admin Box, along with 1% Designs. Where is my grid here? There's the grid. Waylon McConnell will be rolling off there on the pole with that quick time of 40.241. Mike Schaefer with there in second. Starting there on this inside second row is Christopher Pendle, and at number 94 Machine starting third. Starting on the outside of row 2 in fourth is Brett Bray in the number 60 Machine. Josh Cole in that Figure Farm TV. Number 43 will be rolling off third row inside in fifth position. Brendan Brody in sixth. Terry Fennell rolls off row 4 inside position number 7. Joseph Thomas in the number 21 Machine rolls off outside row 4 in 8th position. Chris Pugliese inside row number 5, starting in 9th in that number 42. Rick Schneider on the outside row number 5, starting in 10th in the 03 Machine. Logan Spencer rolls off tonight in 11th. That's inside row number 6. On the outside of row number 6 in 12th position is Richard Odie. And starting in 13th here tonight is Jamie Stevens in that number 87 Machine. Everybody rolling off pit road. We got a lot of heavy contenders in this league here. And unfortunately, I had some responsibilities last week that I could not miss. And unfortunately, was not able to get here to broadcast the Friggy last race of the round of 12 to get everybody into the round of 8 that you see here tonight. Mike Schaefer there in third. Josh Cole fourth. Brett Bray, like I said, rolling off there in fifth tonight. Lights are out on that pace car. Fred will pull that into pit lane when he gets back around to that front stretch, as we got 100 laps for the distance here tonight. As the drivers anxiously wait to take the green flag here at Michigan. Hopefully everything's working here. Hopefully everybody hears the race okay. Please leave suggestions and that in the comments if there's something I need to change or need to do better. Constructive criticism is the only way that I can get myself to be a better broadcaster for all you viewers out there. Green flag as they come to the stripe, and it's going to be Waylon McConnell to hit them underway. Heading down here in the corner at number 1, side by side there for second and third. That's going to be the 29 of Mike Schaefer and Christopher Pendle. As they come out of corner number 2, it's still McConnell out front as Pendle is hanging on down there on the inside as he slides up. Whoa, gets a little A up there to the top of the racetrack. Ends up into that outside wall, brings it down off. Everybody okay. And now we got another one up into the wall. That is going to be Christopher Pugliese as he's trying to chase it down. And that number 42, but he keeps it together. They stay green. That's not quite how Pugliese was hoping to start his race, along with the 94 of Pendle, as they have both fallen back here towards the back. Josh Cole up to third now, up 2 positions from where he started as he's chasing down Mike Schaefer there in the number 29. Waylon McConnell, great job out front right now as he's out there setting the pace. Coming off a 2, yeah, so I don't know why, but sometimes these cars look like they get loose to me coming off the corner. That must just be my eyesight, I guess. I don't know. But Mike Schaefer here in second with Josh Cole third. Brendan Brody in fourth. Brett Bray in fifth. Logan Spencer there in sixth. Terry Fennell in seventh. Rick Schneider back here in eighth. As we got a battle going on back here in the 7th and 8th position. As Fennell's looking to the inside I'm sorry, Schneider's looking to the inside of Fennel. Spencer's out in front of them just a little bit in that number 89 machine. Schneider looking down there underneath the 00 of Logan Spencer. And looks like he's going to complete the pass as he comes through. Turned through the corner, back out onto the backstretch. Brett Bray there in that number 60 machine. I know I've done it a couple times this season where I've almost called him the number 99 just because of the way that paint job looks on that machine. Brendan Brody there in the number 4, looking to the inside of Josh Cole as he comes out of corner number 4, back across through the restart zone down here across the stripe. And it's still Waylon McConnell out front here as we're now on lap 4 of 100. Brendan Brody there in 4th, Brett Bray 5th, Logan Spencer here in 6th, Rick Schneider in 7th, as Terry Fennel is in 8th, Richard Odie back here in that number 78 machine, currently sitting in 9th. Jamie sitting in 10th. Christopher Pendle, 11th. Christopher Pugley's here in 12th. Looks like he might be having a little bit of connection issue. And Joseph Thomas will round out your field here so far in that number 21 machine. Not quite the start he wanted as he's down 5 positions from where he started. Rick Schneider, though, up 4 positions along with Logan Spencer. Unless they flip-flop positions here. And almost looks like Schneider is going to get that spot over top of Spencer as that number 303 machine is looking really strong there on that inside lane. Back up front, though, really strong contender tonight is Waylon McConnell. Mike Schaefer there in 2nd. There in 3rd is Josh Cole. Brett Bray 4th. With Brendan Brody 5th. Rick Schneider there in 6th. Logan Spencer 7th. Terry Fennel there in 8th. With Jamie there in 9th. Richard Odie in 10th. Those are your top 10 drivers as it stands right now. And everybody just kind of strung out. And let's try to do a little bit heated up before they get too far strung out. And we wouldn't be able to kind of do our segment here. And I'm not sure if I got the right camera loaded. Oh, great. Here we go. Now we got trouble. It should have been done beforehand, but we somehow got tweaked around. And there we go. Now we're better. And get this down out of the way so we can kind of see what the world's going on. As we're still looking at that 75 out front. And that's the 75, William McConnell. Mike Schaefer there in 2nd with Josh Cole 3rd. Brett Bray here in 4th. And like I said, we're going to try to heat it up here, and I don't know. Brendan Brody coming through the corner and back out here onto the front stretch. And tonight's race info here tonight for the Friggy Diggy Arca series. 78 degrees here as an ambient temperature, 45% humidity, partly cloudy with 2-mile-an-hour winds. And for a track temperature tonight, we're sitting about 123 degrees Fahrenheit on track. Yeah, everything's running well here. Waylon McConnell way out front. Over top now. Josh Cole, we missed that pass going across here from Mike Schaefer. Schaefer ends up getting passed by Cole. Cole doing a great job out there. trying to save as much tire as he can, I believe, at the moment. Brandon Brody back here in fifth as Rick Schneider is closing in on him. And that School Bandit machine down the backstretch. Look like, I'm not sure if that was smoke or not that I saw, but we're coming down here into corner number 3 as Schneider's trying to gain on the number 4 of Brandon Brody. Logan Spencer back here in 7th. Jamie in 8th. And they are getting strung out as you see the 94 of Christopher Pendle trying to work his way back into the race after having some issues early on. Terry Fennell here in 10th position. Richard Odie there in 11th. Joseph Thomas in the number 21 in 12th. And Christopher Pugliese sitting here in 13th. Still up front, though, is Waylon McConnell as we're looking at the battle here now of Mike Schaefer and Brett Bray as Bray looks to the inside of Schaefer. Schaefer kind of going the wrong direction here at the moment. As they come out of the corner, back out here onto the front stretch, down here through the tri-oval. There you see Rick Schneider currently sitting 5th. Here on lap number 12, Brandon Brody in 6th, Logan Spencer 7th, Jamie back here in 8th, Christopher Pendle in 9th, as this battle is going to heat up a little bit, as Jamie is getting under fire now from Pendle, as Pendle's trying to work his way back towards the front, and trying to do that as we're on board with Pendle coming down the backstretch. There you see Jamie there in at number 87 right in front of him, as they work through the corner. That's the number 87 DeWalt. Here on lap number 12. Now we're back on board now again with Pendle. And as they come down here through the corner. And we're on board here with Schaefer. As Schaefer's trying to chase down that number 75 machine as he's got around Josh Cole. Now he's making a run for the lead down here down the backstretch. I think he maybe had them tires a little odd as you're looking on here at the 43 of Josh Cole. As he comes down here into the corner, and there goes the pass for the lead. Waylon McConnell going to the inside, Waylon McConnell going to the outside as Mike Schaefer goes to the inside. And that's going to hand the lead over to Waylon McConnell, over to Mike Schaefer. Josh Cole now to the inside of Waylon McConnell as well as they come down here into the corner. And Josh Cole here moves up to second. Brett Bray moves up to third. Waylon McConnell falling back. I wonder if he burned up his tires or something through that first stage, as now he's falling back. He's got another 6 laps here for stage 1. Mike Schaefer here out front in the lead. Josh Cole here in second. Brett Bray third with Waylon McConnell in fourth. Rick Schneider here in fifth. Brandon Brody in sixth. Logan Spencer 7th. Christopher Pendle there in 8th. Jamie in 9th. And Terry Fennell sitting back here in 10th. Everybody kind of single file at the moment. Mike Schaefer still up front with Josh Cole trying to chase him down. Who knows, maybe Josh Cole might have a run here for the stage 1 victory. A lot of pacing themselves, and definitely watching that tire wear here at Michigan. When we hit stage break, maybe we will try to get with one of the drivers at least. If we can't get with our stage winner, we'll at least get with one of the drivers and find out how exactly these cars are handling tonight at Michigan, and find out exactly how bad that tire wear really is. As you can see, kind of on the track, there is multiple grooves. And there's lines cut in. And that's one thing I'm curious about. As these cars move up across them grooves, does it upset the car at all? Makes me kind of wonder that as Brett Bray back here in third. As the battle for the lead heats up with Josh Cole looking to the outside now of Schaefer. But now as they come through the tri-oval, it's still Schaefer with the lead. Here comes Cole, though, getting that run on the outside, coming out down here into corner number 1. Up there right against that outside wall. Tries to bring that momentum through the corner. Getting right up there to the bumper of Schaefer as they come off. Anyhow, he crosses over. Gets that run down there on the inside now as they come down the backstretch. Down here in the corner number 3. And it's going to be Cole making his way to the lead here tonight in that number 43 FFTV machine. Down there on the inside. Schaefer still trying to battle it out on the outside as Cole brings it up in front and now has taken over the lead late here in stage number 1 with 3 laps to go for stage number 1. Josh Cole is leading. Brett Bray back here in third. Mike Schaefer, though, I don't think he's done yet as he's now looking to the inside, trying to get up there to battle Josh Cole once again for that lead. I think come down the backstretch. Looked like the back end might have kicked out just a touch on the exit of 2 as they come down here in the 3. It's still Josh Cole out front. Mike Schaefer there in second. There's about a half second gap, working towards a 3/4 second gap between Schaefer and Cole. 2 laps to go here for stage number 1, unless it's 1 lap. I can't remember when they throw the caution. It's either at the beginning of lap 20 or at the end of lap 20, and I can't remember which one it is. So Josh Cole coming around up there out front right now as he's coming down the backstretch side by side there for third as Waylon McConnell and Brett Bray battle it out. Here comes McConnell looking to the inside of that number 60 machine of Brett Bray and overtakes for third. But out front, it's still Josh Cole as he works through 3 and 4. Who's going to bring home the stage number 1 victory here as Cole comes down the front stretch. And there it is, start of lap number 20. And so that'll mean the start of lap number 45 will be our next stage. We'll see if Josh Cole is around, but I don't really want to pull him in until after his pit stop. I'll get him. Let Josh Cole go down, make his pit stop, or at least get into the box. Now, that's cool. Is out front. And did everybody else come in? Where is everybody? Oh, they're still trying to chase him down. As Cole is on the lookout for Fred. There's Fred in the pace car. Here in the corner of 3 and 4. Everybody's on that lower line, giving way in case there is a lucky dog. But I don't think everybody's still on the lead lap here tonight. For the time being. And now we're coming off up the track down here on the pit road. Just a moment in time before we get with our stage 1 winner of Josh Cole. Good evening here, Josh. How's it going?
I'm picking up where I left off.
Well, unfortunately, I was not able to get here last week as I was trying to combat some issues family-wise. And
Yeah.
But I'm here this week. I'm not sure I didn't quite be able to see the results of last week. But you're currently leading the points, and you won stage 1 tonight. How confident are you going forward here this season?
I mean, for this track alone, and the official cars we're running here, this is probably my favorite track car combo, probably in iRacing. So I'm gonna try to go out and just repeat on the win.
Well, we're doing a great job here tonight. And do you think you have what it takes to try to pull victory off here tonight?
Definitely gonna try.
Alrighty, well, good luck, Josh Cole, as I think we're gonna get lined up here.
Yeah, we got 2 to green right now. We're gonna be taking green for next time around, or not next time, but 2 times.
Alrighty, well, who do you want to give shout-outs to real fast before you get green flag racing here again for that stage 1 victory tonight?
Just shout out to all the people that made the final 8, man. Glad to see you guys get better each and every week, and glad to have everybody around with us this week.
Alrighty, well, good luck here to the rest of the way.
Appreciate it, buddy.
That was Josh Cole, our stage 1 winner, as he's currently sitting in second there in that FFTV number 43 machine, right behind Mike Schaefer. Definitely have some topsy-turvy stuff going on with the pits, and it looks like we might have somebody out of fuel here on pit road. And I think that's going to be about all the farther it's going to go for Christopher Pugley still. He had to get towed back to the pit stall as he ran it out of fuel. So here comes everybody back down pit road again, and I think they're going to top off after seeing what happened to Pugley's. But not everybody. As Brody stays out, so does Ode. Richard Odie stays out as well. It's going to be a little bit of a interesting shakeup. They top off their fuel. Josh Cole lost another spot. There while he took his pit. As he took on more fuel, Rick Schneider now moves up into 4th. Mike Schaefer will be starting here in 3rd as Richard Odie and Brendan Brody did not come in to top off. They are now sitting there in 1st and 2nd. Lights are out on that pace car. That means they're going to go green this time by. So they're going to double them up. Should be doubling up. Or are we going single file restart? Looks like it's single file restart. I was not expecting that. I thought we were going to double them up here. What happened here? Weird. Oh, we're back green flag racing here at lap 25. Brendan Brody out front with Richard Odie there in 2nd. Mike Schaefer 3rd. Rich Schneider 4th. Christopher Kendall up to 5th with Logan Spencer here in 6th. Josh Cole falling back just a touch. Here as he's in 8th position, getting passed there by the 89 of Logan Spencer as Logan Spencer works on the inside of Waylon McConnell down here into the corner. Waylon McConnell goes up towards the wall. Spencer goes down to the bottom, and that may put that 78 machine of Richard Odie in the middle of a 3-wide situation, and I do not believe it did. Everybody's filing back out single file now here as we come work through 1 and 2. But the 89 of Logan Spencer down here on the inside of the racetrack, still trying to make a move on that number 87 of Jamie, as Josh Cole's looking to the inside of Richard Odie down here in the corner number 2 now, and they're side by side, and Cole gets the pass done there on Richard Odie, as down there on the bottom side. Waylon McConnell trying to work his way back up towards the front as he works underneath the 94 of Christopher Pendle. And at number 94 down here in the corner, number 1, the 03 of Rick Snyder sitting third. Jamie falling back here to 7th. Odie going the wrong direction here as he's falling back quite a ways. As here comes that 89 of Logan Spencer to his inside. Richard Odie falls back one more. Brett Bray now making the pass down there on the inside, moving Odie back another one as Terry Fennell here in at 12. Pugliese lap down back here in that number 42 machine as he ran it out of fuel there at the end of stage number 1. Out front, it's Brandon Brody, Mike Schaefer here in second. Rick Schneider third, and here comes Waylon McConnell working his way back up through as he's trying to chase down Schaefer. As Pendle there and Cole battle it out for that 5th position. As Cole's trying to chase down here and get up there to that 5th position. Mike Schaefer in third. Brandon Brody there in second. Rick Schneider third with Waylon McConnell in fourth. Christopher Pendle there in 5th. Down here in the corner, number 1 yet again. And there goes Schneider underneath Brody and overtakes. He's going to set his sights on Schaefer now. Up there in that front spot. I know right now it looks like Josh Cole back here towards the back in that 6th position. Okay, keep in mind kind of what he did there at the end of stage number 1. He is one to keep an eye on. He knows how to save the tires. He understands this racetrack. So you heard him there at the end of stage 1. This is his favorite car track combination. So he really likes this setup, this track along with that car. As he works down here through 3 and 4. Back around 1 and 2. As he's looking to see if he can get up there and battle Christopher Pendle for that 5th spot as he is there. Waylon McConnell battling beside Brody though, as Brody's going to fall back here to 4th. And Rick Schneider still trying to chase down that leader down there on that inside lane. And he's got a hornet's nest behind him of drivers that are still looking to punch a ticket here into the next round. Rick Schneider sitting there in third. Rick Schneider's sitting in second. Waylon McConnell's sitting in third. Brandon Brody fourth. Josh Cole there in 5th. And it's interesting the way these drivers are picking and choosing which lane they prefer, depending on where they're at on the racetrack, as Cole now slides it and yells down to the bottom and gets around the Brandon Brody. He's now up to 4th, trying to chase down Waylon McConnell now in that 3rd position. And you can kind of see Josh Cole runs a little bit higher line up there towards that wall, keeping that momentum high as he works back down through the trioval, down here across the apron, across the stripe, back up the racetrack here, coming into 1. And he brings it back down here in the corner number 1, trying to keep that momentum and that speed up. Here for 2nd place, it's Waylon McConnell and Rick Schneider battling it out, as Rick Schneider is going to give over the place there to Waylon McConnell. Now, Waylon McConnell, he was our pole sitter here tonight. Ran into a little bit of trouble there in stage number 1. And I think he used up his tires there in stage number 1. I think that might have been his issue. As now he's looking here at stage number 2, trying to see if he can battle his way back up there towards the front. But Josh Cole back here in that number 4th place in the 43 machine here tonight, as he's battling down here through 1 and 2, back down onto the backstretch. Side by side, it's going to be Waylon McConnell getting a great run, trying to get up there for that lead as he now tries a crossover down here in the backstretch, heading into corner number 3. And Waylon McConnell does have the lead at the moment. It does complete the pass there against Mike Schaefer. Mike Schaefer now brought him aside. Going to try a crossover move coming out of 4. And who's it going to be leading this lap as Schaefer has the edge. And Schaefer will lead this lap. As McConnell still on his outside. Up there toward the top. Side by side for that front position. But Josh Cole now is getting up there and getting side by side of Schneider. Waylon McConnell now looking back to the inside as they come down the backstretch, heading into corner number 3. And we're on board with Josh Cole. As Cole's doing all he can to get around 3 and 4 without any problems. He knows he's got that car of Schneider to his outside. So, the front 4 are in a pack right now. Up here trying to battle it out for that lead with 10 laps to go in stage number 2. Back here a little far, that's Christopher Pugley's. Sorry, Christopher Pendle. I keep getting Pendle and Pugley spoofed up. As Josh Cole gets around Schneider. Now he's working on Schaefer. If I was McConnell, I might be a little nervous as how quickly and how well Josh Cole understands this racetrack as he's able to kind of pick him up. But Schneider not done yet. He's now back underneath of Josh Cole coming down here into corner number 1. Schneider has the preferred line. Josh Cole up here towards the top. Keeping that momentum up, though, and he clears him coming off that high side as these front 4 are still battling it out. A little farther back, though, it's Pendle and Jamie as Pendle gets a little loose coming down the back. Brett Bray here in 7th, Brody 8th, Joseph Thomas there in 9th, and Logan Spencer rounding out in top 10. Terry Pendle 11th, Richard Odie back here in 12th. I'm not seeing any cars in sight for him as he's that far back behind the pack. Christopher Pugley's another one. Good looking car. Just unfortunately he's back here. Lap or 2 down. Trying to chase his way back in. But out here in front, and Waylon McConnell got under fire there from Mike Schaefer. As Mike Schaefer's down there on the inside lane. But Josh Cole is there as well. As laps are winding down here in stage number 2. Mike Schaefer down here to the inside. Waylon McConnell up on the outside. Josh Cole looking to see which lane he's wanting to try to run as he knows Schneider is not giving up. And you saw that dive that Waylon McConnell took to the inside there. That's going to give him the lead for that lap. Here comes Schaefer and Cole. We might see 3 wide as Cole tries to swing it down there onto the inside. As they come off of 2, he's looking there and up in front of Schaefer. Goes Waylon McConnell and Josh Cole right there behind Schaefer. Tight group here as Schaefer gets a run down here into 2 along with Josh Cole. And they're going to leave Waylon McConnell up there on that outside to kind of be boxed in a little bit. And Schaefer knows kind of the run that 43 of Josh Cole is getting. Trying to figure out which lane to block as now he's got company all over as these front 4 are really battling it out now. Quite a lot going on here at the end of stage number 2. Not quite what we saw at the end of stage number 1 where everybody was kind of single file. We got everybody battling side by side here in the front 4 under a blanket for this front position. As Josh Cole gets around Schaefer, gets around Schneider. He's now moved himself up into that first position as they work through turn number 2. And it's Josh Cole out to the lead once again. Waylon McConnell, though, in the pit lane here at the end of stage number 2. So he's going to surrender his spot down here for stage number 2 to try to get a jump on stage number 3 as the laps are winding down. Here comes Schaefer now back to the inside of Cole, trying to get that inside lane to work for him. But Cole has been strong on that outside and very tough to pass. Josh Cole can almost put that car anywhere he's wanting as Schneider now looks to the inside of Schaefer. And it comes down here through 3 and 4 once again. 4 more laps in stage number 2 as Schneider and Schaefer battle it out for second and third. Josh Cole is your leader out front. Trying to see what other battles we got going on. It looks like we got Brody and Spencer going at it here for that 9th and 10th position. Spencer up there on the high side, Brody on the bottom side. Spencer not really wanting to give it up too much as he's way up against that outside wall. As Josh Cole still our leader out front in that number 43 machine here at lap 41. Coming around to make it lap 42 on the board. Waylon McConnell, we know he had a fast car in qualifying, but unfortunately is struggling here throughout the race as he surrendered quite a few positions here and maybe no, not quite lap down, but he's definitely farther back there now as he works off of the corner here down into 3 and 4, I believe. As Josh Cole is out front, he's working his way through 3 and 4. As we're on board here, trying to follow that banking around 3 and 4. Waylon McConnell. I probably didn't want to get caught, or is trying to change up the strategy a little bit to try to give him an advantage here in stage number 3. As Rick Schneider here in third, Mike Schaefer there in second. Jamie there in fourth with Christopher Pendle there in fifth, and Pendle looking to the inside of Jamie as now Jamie overtakes that fourth spot for a moment coming down the back stretch, and Jamie not giving up on the high side as of yet, but we know how that inside works coming in here to the corner of that Michigan. That definitely is the strong running lane. And as you see there, the 94 gets around the 87 without much issue. Back out front, though, everybody's kind of single filing out again as Josh Cole here comes around for the final lap of stage number 2. Mike Schaefer there in second, Rick Schneider third, with Christopher Pendle in fourth, Jamie fifth for the moment as Christopher Pendle's in fourth with Jamie there in fifth for the moment. But who knows, Jamie was looking for a run underneath of Pendle once again as they come down the backstretch. Josh Cole out front in that number 43. Currently is your race leader. Been strong so far all night. Off of 4, back to the stripe. It's going to be Josh Cole as your stage 2 winner.
All right, you tell me about your car, bud.
So caution free tonight other than the 2 stages. Well, Josh Cole, I'm talking to you again here up in the booth.
What's up, buddy?
Did you kind of run out of fuel there coming in the pit road that lap?
Oh, yeah, I ran that thing empty, buddy.
It's nice that you got teammates that can help you get to your pit box.
Yeah, I mean, I could have cruised there, but yeah, I hope they don't try to penalize him or anything. I told him not to push me. He bumped me once. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna run this thing out and pray to God I make it a pit, and that's all it did.
Well, I noticed. I think Pugley's ran it out of fuel there at the end of stage 1, and didn't have any teammates to give him kind of a bump down pit road.
Yeah, I tried to tell him earlier that I was gonna push him, and he didn't wanna. He went ahead and towed, so he caught a couple laps down.
Well,
But, definitely got a super fast car tonight. I've had to drive through the field twice now.
well, it looks like you're gonna have to try to do it again, but you definitely have a strong car. It's really seems to be working where and driving anywhere you want to put it.
Yeah, like I said, man, I've ran so many laps with this car at this track through officials and through practice sessions. I love this car combo. Oh, I hope to be talking to you at the end of the race here.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think you can make it a sweep tonight?
As long as the car don't run out of gas, I think I could.
Well, it looks like you're getting about what? About 20 to 25 laps on a tank?
Yeah, it says you can get about 20. I think we could push probably maybe 21, 22.
Question is, do you really want to do that?
I mean, I've done it twice, and it's given me 2 stage wins, so I mean, who knows? I might push it just a little bit more.
Alrighty, well, good luck, Eric Cole, and we'll see if we're talking to you at the end of the race.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Alright, that was Josh Cole, our Stage 2 winner. As the driver know how crucial the fuel is now, as drivers are cutting it so close, trying to get these stage wins here tonight, as points going forward means so much getting down here into the final stages. But as we said before, for that, oh crap, that's not what I want. Try to find the points here for tonight. Yeah, there we go. Points for tonight. Trying to see who's out front. Yeah, if it would just tell me. There we go. Josh Cole definitely is out front. And behind him by 1 point is Rick Schneider. Brandon Brody by 2 points behind the leader. 3 points behind Josh Cole. That's Michael Schaefer. Joseph Thomas is also 3 points behind. In 5th, or so-called 6th, I guess, is Terry Fennell. And he's 5 points. So, I mean, there is definitely a tight bracket of racing going on here for the points. As we see the off of the restart. Pendle out there on the outside. Ash Schneider down there on the inside. Brett Bray sitting here on pit road trying to get tires and that done. Christopher Pugley's back here a couple laps down in that 12th spot. But out front is Christopher Pendle right now in at number 94. Rick Schneider in second with Logan Spencer there in third. Joseph Thomas in 4th. Terry Fennell in 5th. Mike Schaefer 6th. William McConnell 7th. Richard Odie there in 9th. Brandon Brody in 9th. As Josh Cole rounds out your top 10. And like you heard from him, he's not really concerned as of yet, other than fuel holding out. As he's sitting back here in 10th, probably trying to save as much fuel as he can, as Christopher Pendle's out front in that number 94. Currently your race leader is Schneider there in 2nd. Logan Spencer in 3rd. Joseph Thomas 4th. Terry Fennell in 5th. William McConnell 6th. Mike Schaefer there in 7th as he now moves. Waylon McConnell moves up to 5th, bringing Terry Fennell back here in the 6th. So we got a couple strong contenders that I'm keeping an eye on here as the later stages is about. And I'm not sure what you viewers out there might be thinking about this as well. And the two I'm keeping an eye on are both Waylon McConnell and Josh Cole. Those are the two drivers I personally am keeping an eye on just because of where they sit. Now, for points, Waylon McConnell is currently out of the playoffs, so he can definitely be a spoiler here tonight for somebody if he can keep that car up there in the front. As we're seeing how this plays out, there you see that 75 of Waylon McConnell chasing down the number 21 of Thomas. There's my mouse at there with the speed. I'm losing the mouse constantly. As Waylon McConnell there in 5th is working on Joseph Thomas for that 4th position. Logan Spencer sitting in 3rd in that number 89 machine. A lot of ups and downs here, mix-ups through the grid. As we see Brody in that number 4 looking at the inside of 42 of Pugley's. As Pugley's, as we said, is a lap down, or about lap, somewhere about 1 or 2 lap down. Not exactly sure what the lap count is for Pugley's, as Brett Bray is also lap down, along with the 87 of Jamie. Jamie had a strong run earlier tonight, but has fallen back and into the clutches here in the lap down traffic. First car 1 lap down. And here's Christopher Pendle out front with Rick Schneider there in 2nd. Logan Spencer 3rd. Waylon McConnell 4th. Joseph Thomas in 5th. And Terry Fennell 6th. Brendan Brody in 7th. Richard Odie there in 8th. Mike Schaefer in 9th. Josh Cole currently sitting there in 10th. Who we're halfway done here tonight in the Friggy Diggy Arca series. And don't forget, up there in the top right corner, the league sponsors. Keep digging. If you check out in the description, you can find a discount coupon for there. 1% Designs bringing you some awesome looking wraps here in the Friggy Diggy series, along with Admin Box. Again, if you go down into that description, you'll find a discount link for Admin Box. That works off of corner number 2 down the back stretch here on Figure Farm TV and Southern Broadcasting TV Network. Logan Spencer here in 3rd, Waylon McConnell in 4th, Joseph Thomas in 5th with Terry Fennell 6th, Brendan Brody in 7th, Richard Odie 8th, Josh Cole now up to 9th with Mike Schaefer rounding out your top 10. So there you see Bray down 2 laps. Pugley's down 3 laps. Stevens currently down 1 lap. Everybody doing a great job here tonight. Cars looking awesome. Everybody single file at the moment as Pendle is out front. Schneider there in 2nd. Spencer there in 3rd. Waylon McConnell 4th. Joseph Thomas there in 5th. And 6th is Terry Fennell. So with what we've been seeing out of the Pure Run, about 20 laps, we should be seeing a pit stop about lap 70. That means with about 10 laps to go, should be another pit stop. Now at that late in the stage, with 10 laps to go, makes me wonder, are they going to go fuel only? Definitely some strategy calls to be made if this goes green the rest of the way. As we're seeing the 00 of Terry Fennell working on the 21 of Joseph Thomas. And Thomas on the outside, Fennell on the inside. Brody back here in 7th, trying to find the battles out here, the most exciting parts to watch. as we're looking here at Josh Cole as he's coming up to the lap car of Pugley's and bringing with him the number 29 of Shaper. There we're looking at the number 78 of Richard Odie as he's trying to get up there to Brody in that number 4 machine here this evening and at Brody's Farms. Now we got that 21 of Thomas looking to the inside of Fennel once again as we're on board with Brendan Brody. And come down the back, or down the front stretch, I'm sorry, into corner number 1. Joseph Thomas here in 6th. Trying to find his way up there to Fennel. Now, Waylon McConnell's currently sitting 4th. The long runs really seem to come about that number 43 machine of Josh Cole. So we might have to keep an eye on him, along with that number 29 of Mike Schaefer. He's been a strong contender as well here tonight. Waylon McConnell, it's going to depend on his strategy whether or not he can get it up front and keep it up front to be a spoiler here tonight. Logan Spencer there in the 89 machine. Pendle back up there in the lead as Schneider's trying to battle him hard there on the inside in that 03. Pendle still up front. Schneider there in 2nd. Waylon McConnell 3rd with Spencer in 4th. Terry Fennel in 5th. So Waylon McConnell definitely working his way up through the field as he's got around Spencer. And Josh Cole also is moving his way up as he's got around some of the lap traffic. Now he's working on the number 78 of Richard Odie. As they come down here into corner number 1, and he does make quick work of some of these cars back here towards the back as he's looking at the number 78 of Odie and the 21 of Thomas. Thomas down there on the inside. He's got company on the outside there from Odie as Odie now gets the pass, but Thomas on the inside, not giving up yet. Cole way up there on the high side as he works through 3 and 4. Back out here onto the front stretch, and he's going to cut it down. Well, I thought maybe he was going to cut it down and go into the middle lane, but he's going to snug it in there behind the 78, give him a push, and get around the 21. Now he's going to look to the inside and dive underneath of Odie coming into corner number 1, and he's got the 00 of Terry Fennel in his sights. Still out front, though, it is Schneider trying to battle Pendle as they come down the backstretch into corner number 3. Waylon McConnell sitting there in 3rd. Logan Spencer in 4th. Terry Fennel in 5th. Josh Cole up here to 6th as he works on Fennel down here in the corner number 3 and 4. And that's going to move Cole up in the 5th position. Logan Spencer here in 4th as Josh Cole is closing in on the leaders. And as we heard there at the end of stage number 2, he's had to work his way up through the pack a few times tonight, and he knows he's got a quick car with that number 43 tonight as he's chasing down Spencer and McConnell along with the other leaders. Back up front, though, Pendle still under fire from Schneider as Schneider's trying to find that momentum, find that lane, and get that momentum up to where he needs it to try to get a pass down on the number 4 as he's looking down here into the inside once again. Down here through 3 and 4 as we're on board now with Schneider. Down in through 3 and 4, back up off corner, and he still doesn't quite have the momentum for the pass. And out in front of them, there is lap traffic. Didn't quite catch who that was. That is the 87 of Jamie. So Jamie's going to be 2 laps down to match Brett Bray as we see Schneider still looking to the inside of Pendle. As in my head, we're about 6 laps away from our first set of pit stops here in stage number 2. Waylon McConnell there in 3rd, Logan Spencer in 4th, Josh Cole in 5th, Richard Odie back here in 6th, trying to work on Josh Cole, but Josh Cole's trying to get that momentum, keep that momentum high as he works on getting up there to Logan Spencer in that number 89 machine, currently sitting in 4th. And there you see it. Josh Cole is there, up on the high side, going above Spencer. And he's currently got that spot. If he can hold on to it out of 2, back out onto the backstretch, and it will be Cole taking over that 4th position. And Odie's going to try to come with him as Spencer falls back here into 6th. Josh Cole 4th. Waylon McConnell there in 3rd, with Rick Schneider still battling. And this might come into play a little bit, this lap machine of Jamie, as they come down here through the trial, back down here in the corner number 1. Front to back, it's Pendle, Schneider, McConnell, Josh Cole back here and 4th with Richard Odie, rounding out your top 5. In 6th is Spencer, Mike Schaefer there in 7th, Kerry Fennell in 8th, Joseph Thomas there in 9th, and Brendan Brody rounding out your field tonight in 10th. And then we get into the lap down cars of Jamie, Brett Bray, and Christopher Pugliese, all sitting laps down here towards the back. And it looks like Pendle's coming into pit lane. That's going to hand the lead over to Schneider. And Waylon McConnell also coming in. Josh Cole in, Richard Odie in. Trying to get them cars down there onto the pits without too much of an issue. Waylon McConnell stays out, and he's currently sitting here in 2nd with Rick Schneider out front in 1st. Logan Spencer 3rd, Brendan Brody in 4th, as it stands right now. As drivers are shuffling around, trying to figure out where everybody is. Josh Cole down here in the pits, along with Pendle, Schaefer, and the race off of pit road. And it's going to be Schaefer. Well, Josh Cole, then Schaefer, Brody coming into pit lane. And bringing with him Spencer and Schneider coming in. Waylon McConnell still out on track. Interesting call here as here he comes. Waylon McConnell is... Josh Cole made it out ahead of Waylon McConnell. So Josh Cole still on the lead lap. But when is McConnell coming in? If McConnell comes in now, that looks like McConnell is going to come in now, this time by. Josh Cole, pretty good strategy coming in. Great pit stop to boot as he now comes up here in the 2nd. Rick Schneider coming out of the pits, back out here onto the backstretch. Josh Cole working his way through turn number 1 and 2. Schneider up here in 2nd at the time being. Remember, though, our leader of Waylon McConnell is on pit road. So Waylon McConnell now has to go and ditch and get him up here and try to hold on to that lead. And here comes Rick Schneider coming through off of 4, back down through the front stretch. Here comes Josh Cole also down through the front stretch. And Waylon McConnell coming out of pits. And if my timing thing's correct, yes, Josh Cole does get back around Waylon McConnell. Now he sets his sights on Schaefer. But in my calculation in my head, there's still one more pit stop to go as the laps wind down here tonight, because I do not believe we'll be able to go the 30 laps to the finish with the way the fuel is running in these cars tonight. So there is still, in my mind, one more pit stop to go before the end of the race tonight. Josh Cole there in 2nd, Rick Schneider up here in 1st, Mike Schaefer 3rd, with Waylon McConnell falling back into 4th now. Terry Fennell in 5th, Joseph Thomas there in 6th as Thomas tries to chase down Fennell. Spencer there in 7th, Brody in 8th as Brody now gets around Spencer. Spencer falls back to 8th. Brody up to 7th. Richard Odie back here in 9th. Christopher Pendle sitting in 10th, rounding out your lead lap cars. And then it's Jamie in 11th, Brett Bray in 12th, Christopher Pugliese there in 13th. And as you see, Rick Schneider is our leader, and he's chasing down Pugliese once again. Brett Bray on the pit road. Pugliese, not sure where he's at. Did he call it done here tonight? You have to wait on that ticker to see. You're looking for that 13th spot. As we're looking at Schaefer there in third, Cole in second, Schneider in first, William McConnell sitting in fourth, and Stevens, they're 2 laps down. Bray 3 laps down, and Pugliese is out. Josh Cole doing what he can, trying to chase down Schneider. He's definitely got to keep an eye on everything here to try to either short pit or try to pit at the same time as Schneider. But you want to make sure you've got enough fuel. Now, like I said, strategy comes into play as well. Do you take tires when you come in for fuel that last time? Or is it just a fuel-only stop? As you see, Schneider out front, Josh Cole here in second, Schaefer in third, Waylon McConnell there in fourth, Brendan Brody back here in fifth, Joseph Thomas, Terry Fennell all right there as well. And here comes Logan Spencer into that mix of cars as well, as he's looking down to the inside of Fennell as they work off of 2 back down near, or I'm sorry, off of 4 back down through the front stretch and across the stripe. Spencer sitting 8th, but is there to battle alongside Terry Fennell when he gets the chance. Schneider out front still with Josh Cole chasing them down there in second. One thing to keep an eye on is that gap time. There's a under 4-second gap. Well, no, it's a 4-second gap between first and second. So is Schneider putting the distance between? Now there you see that it's coming down a little bit to about 4 seconds. And then it might climb a little bit as they come out of the corner. So Schneider is pulling away a little bit each lap. As we're down to 26 laps to go when they cross the stripe this time. Josh Cole sitting second, Schaefer there in third, Waylon McConnell there in fourth. We know McConnell has a fast car, but unfortunately I don't know if the strategy is going to play out as he's battling beside the lap car of Brett Bray and X-side number 60 machine. You also have the number 29 of Schaefer there, and that is for a spot between McConnell and Schaefer. As Schaefer battles here, trying to keep McConnell behind him, but is not able to do it as McConnell gets around. Now he's up to third, trying to chase down Josh Cole in second. And both of them are trying to chase this man here, Rick Schneider, as they come to 25 laps to go. Now here's the question. When you hit 20 laps to go, is that when you come in for fuel? We'll have to wait and see here as the race progresses. With Schneider out front, Cole there in second, Waylon McConnell third, Mike Schaefer fourth, Brendan Brody fifth, Joseph Thomas in sixth, Logan Spencer seventh, Terry Fennell in eighth, Richard Odie there in ninth with Christopher Pendle in 10th. Down here through the corner into Rick Schneider out front. Josh Cole there second. Waylon McConnell third. Mike Schaefer in fourth. Brendan Brody here in fifth. And Joseph Thomas in sixth. Logan Spencer seventh. Terry Fennell eighth. Richard Odie here in ninth. Christopher Pendle in 10th. As we work down through here. Hopefully I can catch with one of the guys here tonight after the broadcast here in the league, so I can talk to you next weekend. As we got 23 laps to go, Schneider out front. Cole here coming up to the lap machine of Jamie as he looks to the inside. Jamie's just going to kind of slide over down by William McConnell down there through the apron as he slides back by Brett Bray. Now he's got to try to get around Josh Cole, but Josh Cole's working on the 87 of Jamie. And they come up to, there you see Cole. Brett Bray, though, not really wanting to give up too much there on McConnell. There is a factor, though, that I have come to realize, being a lap car, you need to try to judge how much to push with the leaders, as you don't want to screw up anybody's race. Josh Cole getting closer at 87. Schneider out front still. When's that pit window open? Josh Cole is now working on the 87 of Jamie. And Brett Bray gets back around McConnell. McConnell ends up falling back. Behind, not one, but there's going to be 2 lap machines here in a moment once Josh Cole completes his pass on Jamie. We know that 43 machine is fast. As they come off the corner, back down here through 1 and 2. Or I'm sorry, off of 1 and 2, down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Josh Cole there, trying to punch his ticket into the final 6, or is it the final 4? Let me look real fast. As Josh Cole's coming into the pits, and it's going to surrender his second place spot. As Schneider is out front. And it's kind of what I was wondering, when that window would open up. Cole comes in. Now, does Cole take tires? Does he take the time to take tires? Or does he simply just hold on and take fuel only? And he's taking tires. Rick Schneider out front. So Josh Cole's going to go a lap down possibly as he's on pit road. And he's here towards the middle, or towards the end, I guess, of pit road. And Schneider's coming around. Wayland McConnell coming into pit road. Schaefer here in second. Schneider out front. Joseph Thomas sitting here in third as Brody brings his machine down on the pit road. And we got Terry Fennell coming in now as well. Where's Richard Odie going to go? Is he going to bring his machine in with all these other leaders coming in? 18 laps to go here at Michigan tonight. And it looks like he's going to stay out one more lap. Schneider stayed out one more lap. Schaefer stayed out one more lap. Makes you wonder where the fuel will run dry for these drivers. Here comes Schaefer into pit road. Schneider's pushing it one more lap. Josh Cole lap down as it stands right now. We got Joseph Thomas in the pit road. Schaefer in the pit road. Richard Odie. See if he's coming in this time by, or if he stays out one more lap. See where Schneider is. See if Schneider comes in or if he pushes it one more lap. And it looks like Schneider's going to bring it in. That'll bring Spencer up here into the lead if he keeps it there. Unless he comes into pit road as we're looking here. Josh Cole trying to chase down. Waylon McConnell is ahead of Josh Cole at the moment. As those two have flip-flop positions. Here, Christopher Pendle. Last pit at lap 66. He's going to need to come in at some point. Rick Schneider out there in front in that number 1 machine, or I'm sorry, in the number 03 machine, currently your leader, but now here comes Richard Odie coming around in at 78. So Schneider got to keep an eye on where, well, here they come. Here comes McConnell and Pendle along with Cole coming out of turn number 2. Does Cole have what it takes to chase these guys down in front of him? As McConnell's up there on that high side, running his laps now. He sacrificed stage number 2, and I'm wondering if part of that was to try to help him out here in stage number 3 with 15 laps to go now. Rick Schneider here in second, Josh Cole in third, as Richard Odie and Christopher Pendle have come to pit lane here to do their last service of the evening. Wayland McConnell out front, but we know this distance is something that Josh Cole can close if he can figure out that, just to figure out the speed. But that gap is gaining at the moment between Josh Cole and McConnell. Caution is out. Unsure exactly what happened. Trying to see what happened here with 14 laps to go. This is definitely going to shake things up here tonight. Trying to see if I can make out what exactly went on, and I'm just not seeing anything. As Cole brings it down the pit lane with, that's an interesting call. Schaefer brings it in as well, Brody as well. Joseph Thomas stays out, Schneider stays out. So Josh Cole taking fuel. No, he's taking tires. Josh Cole took tires. What's Wayland McConnell doing? Is he taking tires as well? And yes, he is. McConnell down and away, Cole down and away. Odie stayed out there in third. Thomas second. Schneider there in first. So that tells you how big of a deal tires are here at Michigan. As you see, these two drivers here, William McConnell and Josh Cole, taking 4 tires on that stop under that caution flag and bringing it back out onto the track. As they're front to back at the moment. Rick Schneider sitting there out front in first. Joseph Thomas there in second. Richard Odie there in third. Wayland McConnell fourth. Josh Cole fifth. Logan Spencer there in sixth with Mike Schaefer in seventh. Brendan Brody there in eighth. Christopher Pendle in ninth. Terry Fennell in 10th. Brett Bray on pit road, currently 11th. Jamie in 12th. And Chris Pugliese will finish tonight in 13th. And you are watching the Friggy Diggy Arca series here on the Pole on the Flieger Farm TV network here on YouTube. Station, or I'm sorry, not station sponsor, but league sponsors tonight are Admin Box, 1% Design, and Keep Digging. And if you're interested, check out the description below, and you can find some codes, discount codes for those two sites. 1% Designs is not in there with a discount code, but You could definitely look up Friggy Diggy or 1% Designs. I'm sure somebody can help hook you up into a great looking wrap here in the Friggy Diggy Arca series. Now, side by side it looks like for this restart with 12 laps to go. And we've got a little blinking going on there from Joseph Thomas. Richard Odie there in third. Waylon McConnell there in fourth. Spencer in sixth. So Josh Cole on the inside there. So this is going to be an interesting restart, I think. Who's going to be able to punch their ticket into the next round of playoffs? If I'm thinking that it works that way here tonight in the Friggy Diggy Arca series. We only have a couple more races in the season to go to crown a champion. I think there's 2 more races after tonight to crown the champion. Oh, we're down and away with 11 laps to go when they come to the flag. Green flag is out. We're down on their way. McConnell getting hung up there on the outside from Thomas. They go 3 wide here into corner number 1. Now they're going 2 wide for the lead. As 3 wide there for the back as McConnell's trying to find his way through as he's way up there against that outside group. Out on the outside. There you see Josh Cole trying to work his magic and get back up there. Schneider, as your race leader, got Odie right behind him. They battle down here into corner number 3. And out of 4 they come back across the stripe. It's still going to be Schneider as your race leader. Richard Odie there in second. Josh Cole there in third. Single foul so far for your top 5 drivers. Back here in 6th, it's going to be Joseph Thomas. Christopher Pendle in 7th as he's looking to the inside of Thomas. Schaefer back a little further, looking to the inside of Thomas as well now that Thomas is falling backwards. And down here into corner number 3 and 4. Schneider still your race leader. Josh Cole, though, chasing him down as we're getting 3 wide back here for a third. Waylon McConnell clear down there on the bottom. Odie there in the middle. Brody on the outside. And here comes McConnell up through the pack. Back up here in the third. Get a little blink in there out of McConnell as McConnell's way up there on that outside group. Up against that outside wall. Trying to lay down that quick time. As Josh Cole is still working to get around Schneider. 9 laps to go as they work down the backstretch. Into corner number 3. Josh Cole getting that run down there on the inside. Everybody minding their P's and Q's as they work through 3 and 4. Rick Schneider up in front at the moment. But no, Josh Cole leads that lap as he's got a nose ahead of Rick Schneider. McConnell sitting there in third, watching all this play out. Pendle there in 4th with Odie in 5th. Brody in 6th as they're going 3 wide there. And whoa boy, keep a hold of it, drivers. Don't get too loose as you see the 78 of Richard Odie getting loose there in the middle. As they work out here into the backstretch into corner number 3. And it's just a hornet's nest behind the leaders as Josh Cole and Rick Schneider still battle it out down here through the front stretch. And it's going to be Schneider leading that lap. As Waylon McConnell's looking to that high side. Seeing if he can get the run happening, and a almost touch coming off a 2 and working down the backstretch. Makes me wonder what type of tire wear Cole has on his machine right now, as Waylon McConnell is up there on that high side now trying to work his way up into the top as Cole still battling beside Schneider. Schneider now comes up, blocks McConnell, comes down, blocks Josh Cole. We got a battle going on here for your top position with 6 laps to go at Michigan tonight. And Josh Cole kind of gives up and falls back. We're on board with Cole. Down here through corner number 1 and 2. Down there onto the backstretch. And McConnell looking to the outside. He's going to maybe bring Cole with him. As Schneider gets caught on that inside lane. And we've seen that outside lane prevail here. And Cole knows he's got a fast car. And it's going to get interesting as these laps wind down. As now, McConnell clear down to the bottom of the racetrack. Cole way up there on the top. Almost 3 wide as they come through the trial down here in the corner number 1. Cole does have second place over top of Schaefer. As now we are 3 wide going through 1 and 2. And McConnell out there on the high side. Cole splits him and comes out as the leader down the backstretch. As we're on board with McConnell, or I'm sorry, on with Cole down here in the corner number 2, or out of 2 down here in the corner number 3. But McConnell not wanting to give up yet as he is up there on that high side. Cole through the middle of the racetrack. Schneider down there on the bottom. Cole up top now. Now he's going to bring it way down as he knows that line McConnell likes as he comes across the stripe. But 4 laps to go down here in the corner number 1. McConnell, strong running car here tonight. Cole is doing all he can to keep that 43 machine out front to make it a sweep here of all the stages. Has had to battle through the pack every stage here tonight. And he has finally done it as he will working out there in front. Working down here to turn number 3. Still out front, McConnell doing all he can to try to find a lane that has the momentum to get up there to Cole. Doesn't want to really let that gap get any bigger. But Schneider, he's wanting to try to battle for that second spot as well. If he can get up there to McConnell, I'm quite certain he will with 3 laps to go now here at Michigan. Down into corner number 1. Cole still the leader. McConnell there in 2nd. Schneider in 3rd. Schaefer in 4th. Brody there in 5th. Odie in 6th. Christopher Pendle there in 7th with Craig Pendle 8th. Christopher Thomas rounding out there in 9th. Logan Spencer tonight in 10th. Brett Bray laps down in 11th. Jamie laps down in 12th. Along with Christopher Pugliese being out tonight, finishing here tonight in 13th. As we see, Schneider now working on McConnell. And that's exactly what Cole wants to see in his rearview mirror as we come to 2 laps to go. Josh Cole would love to be seeing Schneider and McConnell battling it out as that will slow them 2 down a little bit and let Cole get into a pace and get out in front a little bit more as Schneider goes to the bottom side of McConnell. Coming through turns 1 and 2 back here on the backstretch. McConnell still has that run on the outside as Schneider now tries to get that car up to speed down here in the corner number 3. And he looks to the inside. Down here through 3 and 4. Side by side. Josh Cole still holding on to the race lead as we come to the final lap. It is McConnell there in 2nd, Schneider there in 3rd, Schaefer 4th, Odie there in 5th. Cole still leading as they come out of 2. But the battle I'm trying to keep an eye on is Schaefer and McConnell. Well, yeah, Schaefer and McConnell getting real close here. McConnell really might be having struggles here late in this one as they come through 3 and 4. Who's going to end up taking that 3rd spot as Schaefer moves up into that 3rd spot? McConnell struggling there on the inside of the racetrack. And it's going to be Cole as your race winner. Schneider 2nd. Schaefer comes out 3rd. And then Odie finishes 4th tonight. McConnell falling back to 5th. Now we're waiting for our race results to come up here. Josh Cole winning here tonight at Michigan. Definitely had that car set well. As he has got this track figured out. And here comes that 43 machine down here on the front stretch. Doing some well-deserved burnouts. And I'm still waiting on results to show up here for the race tonight. See if we can get official results here Unofficially, for what I'm looking at, there they come up now. Josh Cole out front, winning the race tonight. Rick Schneider second. Mike Schaefer there in third. Richard Odie there in fourth. Willie McConnell fifth. Christopher Pendle there in sixth. Brendan Modi seventh. Terry Fennell eighth. Joseph Thomas finishes tonight in ninth. Logan Spencer 10th. Brett Bray there in 11th. Jamie Stevens in 12th. Christopher Pugliese there finishes 13th. That is your finishing results here tonight. Let's stick with us as we jump into our interviews here tonight. And let's see here. Who do we have? Here, finishing third tonight is Mike Schaefer. Good evening, Mike. How's it going?
I'm good, sir. What's yourself?
Well, I'm doing really well, and you come out with that third place finish tonight.
Yeah, not too bad, considering.
Well, we knew you had a car that could contend here earlier on in the race. I don't know if anybody really had anything for Cole.
I don't know. He's always tough, man.
He had this track's number tonight, it seemed.
I think so.
So-
I think so.
Well, who's your sponsors and that you'd like to give a shout out to for helping you get that third place finish here tonight?
Just like think my teammates, Rick and Waylon. Yeah, trying to keep us in the top four if possible. You know.
Yeah, Waylon ended up finishing in fifth.
Still not bad for three of us.
Yeah, Richard Odie got around him there coming out of four.
Oh man, that was good racing tonight. Real good.
It was good racing, most definitely. So I think if I was looking at the schedule, we are heading towards. Oh, where'd that go now? I didn't quite catch to see where
Bristol.
next week was. Looks like you're going to Bristol next week.
Bristol, yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Well, that should be interesting indeed. I'm seeing what I can do for a broadcast for you as I'm out of town next weekend. And the one broadcast that I thought I had lined up kind of fell through. So we're working as quickly as we can to fix that.
Yeah. We appreciate everything you do for us, man. You do hell of a broadcast.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. And I feel bad that I wasn't here
Absolutely.
last week, but we'll get it worked out.
Sure thing, buddy.
All righty. Well, you have a great night there, Mike, and we're going to see if we can catch up with some of our other finishers.
All righty. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Let's see here. Rick Schneider. I don't see Rick anywhere. He must have skedaddled on me. Alrighty, well then we'll grab Josh Cole. Good evening, Josh. You are tonight's victory winner here tonight.
What's up, buddy?
You swept the stages.
Hey, man, I tried to sweep the whole weekend if I could have got that pole.
Yeah, you didn't quite get the pole as Waylon McConnell kind of squeaked out on that one, but you definitely had the strategy to beat.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, if that caution didn't come out, I think Rick would have bested me. He was consistently running about the same time I was, but he was about 3 seconds faster on track than me. So hats off to whoever caused that caution, because without that, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Yeah, here in the booth, we tried to find it, and I'm not exactly sure what happened.
Yeah, I don't know either. All I know is I was driving, yellow came out, and told myself, well, we only got about 10 laps. I was like, just go burn that last set and don't let off.
That's what you say the set for, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just got 3 in a row now, but this one feels a lot better. This one was very earned. A lot of fast guys tonight, for sure, and I had a blast tonight.
Yeah, there was a lot of fast drivers, and you said it earlier, you had to drive through the pack every stage.
Yeah, I mean, I ran out of gas every stage, so I'd always have to start from the back, but I managed to get by, and behold, I just got lucky. I mean, to be honest with you, that's the best thing I can say is I got lucky tonight.
Sometimes being lucky is good.
Hey man, yeah, lucky got me into Homestead now, so I'll see y'all in 2-3 weeks when we're racing at Homestead.
That'll be a fun race to watch for sure, as it definitely locks you into that final, what is it, Final Four?
Yeah, Final Four.
That should be
But
a
yeah,
great championship night that night.
yeah. Hats off to Rick and Waylon tonight, man. They gave me a run for my money, but they also kept it really clean racing them last 10 laps, and I had a blast doing it with them.
Yeah, Rick finished second. Mike Schaefer ended up getting around McConnell there towards the end, along with Richard Odie. So McConnell ended up falling back to fifth.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have got loose or something like that. I mean, at this
Well,
track,
I wonder if he burned his tires up a little quicker than what you were burning yours up.
oh, I knew that Rick didn't pit. Waylon pitted with me on that last caution, but Rick didn't. But I know he just got out of pit road when that caution came out, so I figured he would have been fine. But I noticed he was driving it in really deep and gassing up a little early, and I think that's what burned it up just a little bit more than what me and Waylon had.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know what happened to Waylon as he fell back into fifth. You know, a couple cars got around him there, and that's what I said. I don't know if he burned up his tires a little bit quicker than what you did, even though you pitted at the same time. It's hard to say.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like I said, I'm just happy that these next two races I don't have to worry about nothing. I'm locked in out there, try to
That
get
don't
my
mean
two
you're not going to
teammates
try,
maybe a
though.
little help. Oh yeah, I mean I'm still gonna be racing for points and stuff like that, but in reality I'm gonna try the best to get my two teammates up there and maybe get us all three in the final four.
That'd be pretty cool, you know, having a single team pretty much trying to fight out for the Final Four. That'd be pretty cool to see.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. And I'd be honest with you, that'd be the one night they wouldn't be my teammates.
It'd be every man for himself at that point.
Oh yeah, yeah. I tell them I give y'all the setup that I'm using. I'll let y'all know where my break points are. But we hit that track. It's all for every man for himself. So, but yeah, like I said, tonight was really fun. Had a blast. We barely had any cautions, which is always fun. I love green flag racing, and like I said, this track car combo here is by far my favorite on iRacing.
Well, it's definitely fun to watch as you guys battled it out there to the end tonight.
Oh yeah,
Can't wait to see what the future holds.
Yeah, I noticed when Rick got on my outside, I was like, if I stay on the low side, I'm never gonna get by him. So I let off and let Waylon and him both by, and got back up on the top side, and that's where I felt like my car was fastest.
Well, I know Waylon, his car was pretty good up there on the top side, and yours seemed to be pretty good almost wherever you put it, but whenever you were getting there beside Schneider, it definitely showed that
Oh yeah,
they were
Snyder's real
pretty
good.
evenly matched.
Yeah, Snyder keeps it really clean with me, but he'll hold me tight down on the bottom, so I have no drive off speed. And he knows that just kills my momentum.
Yeah, so definitely a great battle there. But who's your sponsors and shout outs you want to give here tonight?
Sponsors on the car, I'm telling you, they're gonna think it's starting to be rigged if I keep putting that Fligger Farms on Victory Lane here. But no, just shout out to my two teammates, man. Terry and Chris. I mean, they try their hardest every week, man. I can't be more blessed to have two teammates that are out there with passion.
Now,
Like,
which Chris is that?
I got Puglisi on my team and I got Terry on my team.
Okay, so you got Puglis and Terry. Okay, because there's
Yeah,
two Christophers. That's why I was curious which Chris you were talking about.
yeah. My Chris, he got a little damage in that first little run that we had on the first stage, and he just never could recover tonight. And I felt bad for him, but I told him I was like, just
Yeah,
rub
he
it off.
ended
We
up in
got
the
next
outside
week.
wall.
Yeah. So we'll be back. We'll be strong next week.
Well, that's all you can hope for, and hopefully you guys can bring it because you're at Bristol next week.
Oh yeah, love some short track racing.
Robbins Racing, right?
Oh yeah, especially at Bristol.
Alrighty, well, you have a wonderful night there, Cole, and we'll catch you around. I'm trying to find out who's going to be helping me next week because I'm out of town, so this ought to be interesting how this is going to play out.
Yeah, just let us know what's going on. I appreciate all you do, buddy.
Alrighty, sounds good, Cole.
Race control scoring has ended.
So that was Josh Cole, our winner here tonight. I don't know where our second place finisher ended up, Schneider, but I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast here tonight. We had a blast here at Michigan. Please come back here to Fleeger Farm TV and check out more of our on the pole stuff that we will bring to you.